I'm afraid it's my cue to start closing up shop. Come by to get tomorrow if you get hungry. Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. Welcome back to Professor Layton in the Curious Village. In the last episode, we cleared Chapter 3. Finding no clues yet for where Ramon is, but now I have the opportunity to explore St. Mystere at nighttime. There's a nice little song that goes with it. Luke, let's take a moment to sum up our findings. We have a strange roaring tower, disappearing villagers, and an odd elderly kidnapper.
It's all so bizarre. I can't make any sense of it all, Professor.
I think we finally got some clues on our hands, my boy. Observing the nightlife in this village might tell us more of what we need to know.
Great idea, Professor.
Chapter 4, Night Falls. It's turned dark and Ramon still hasn't returned. Continue the investigation to find clues. Yes, please. Alright, so now that we're at nighttime, well, this wonderful nighttime song plays, but we also have some new hint coins and locations. We got one in the manhole, got one in this bag, and one in the sidewalk somewhere. There we go. Right there. The hint coins that are, like that are there before don't go away, I believe. Anyway, Adria's here. I'm sorry, young lady. Could you help us? We're looking for someone, you see, and...
Sorry, can't help you. And by can't, I mean don't want to. I barely even talked to Ramon, and I have no interest in this search. Hee. But maybe if you help me solve this puzzle, I just might, remember something. Tee.
And just who do you think you are, young lady? Puzzle number 45, lunar weight. Oh, right. The force of gravity on the moon is about 1/6 of that on Earth. This means that on the moon, an object weighs about 1/6 what it does on Earth. If you bring a 600-gram weight and a scale to the moon and gently place the weight on the scale, which of the following weights will the scale indicate? A, 0 grams. B, lighter than 100. C, exactly 100. Or D, heavier than 100. The answer is B.
That should do it. Critical thinking is the key.
And there's really interesting, really solid reasoning behind it. Because when a scale is set to when anything that you weigh has to be tared so that it doesn't include the weight of the scale itself. So like when a scale measures something on Earth, it accounts for removing its own weight on Earth. But on the moon, gravity is less, so that means the scale weighs less than what it's tared, which means that as a result, the weight of the object is going to be less than when there's nothing in the tray. Less than 0 when there's nothing in the tray, so it means it's less than 100 if you have a 600-pound weight.
Tee. I've heard that if you aren't careful walking around St. Mystere at night, you can run into trouble. I bet Ramon wasn't being careful.
What exactly do you mean? ... You got a painting scrap, and lunar weight is now in your puzzle index. But that's not all, because this puzzle has another equivalent in the American version. The Puzzled Aliens. Probably a good idea they switched it out. From high in the sky, this is 30 picker-outs, a pair of aliens observes humans using a bizarre object. Perplexed, one alien turns to the other and says, "How strange, the Earthling is opening a hole in a sheet of paper and marking it with a line to show the other Earthlings where the hole is. I've never seen anything like it." What could these extraterrestrial visitors be talking about? Unless you hit geometry, you're not going to know at all what this is. And even if you've done geometry, you probably don't know what it is. But the object they're talking about, making a hole in a sheet of paper and then making a line from that line, lowercase works too, is a mathematical compass. Which is really freaking stupid because especially if you want to get kids into the franchise, puzzles solved. When you think about it, the alien description of a compass is pretty much spot on. Interesting how widely the perception of a single object can vary, isn't it? Anyway, back to the UK version. There's Gerard. Oh goodness, whatever shall I do? What seems to be the trouble, sir? Let's see here. Strong, young, and you look like you have a good back. Oh, thank heavens you came along. I beg your pardon. I've searched everywhere and I just can't find the thing. Oh, I suppose I must have dropped it when I was out strolling by the park this afternoon. I would have searched for it myself, but it's dark outside now. Excuse me, I'm starting to sound like Schwarzenegger.
It is awfully scary out there.
Bah, nothing of the sort. It's just that, well, I'm no spring chicken anymore, and my eyes aren't as sharp as they used to be. So how about it, Lottie? Will you help out an old man and go search in front of the park for me?
What? But we are in the middle of our investigation right now.
Now, Luke. No need to be rude. After all, the park is but a small way away. And who knows, we might actually find some new information to aid our case there. Besides, helping those in need is the duty of any gentleman.
Splendid. I'll wait right here for you to come back. I'm counting on you.
One more detail, please, sir. What exactly did you drop?
Drop? Oh my, now, what was it? Oh, that's right. It was me watch, actually. Me best wristwatch. Bring it back for me, laddie. I will never get a voice gig for DuckTales, that's for sure. Oh yeah, we got a couple rumors in it. Journal entries.
The rumor mill is churning, feeding the frenzy out of disturbing numbers of disappearances and the thunderous booming that is said to emanate from the tower above St. Mystere. To top it off, Crouton says there is a shadowy figure running around kidnapping people. We need to visit the local cafe to find out more.
And then Gerard's request.
Our investigation continues even as night falls upon St. Mystere. We were on our way to the cafe through the passage below the clock tower when we bumped into Gerard, who was in a spot of bother. He said he dropped something of great value near the park, but is scared of venturing out alone at night. As I always tell Luke, a gentleman's first duty is to help those around him, so we've offered to aid in the search. Wonderful, as it is.
Anyway, we got a painting. And before we do anything, we got 4 new hit coins right here. One there, one on this roof, one in this window, and one on this barrel. Splendid. There's Geek. Gerard lost something again? I think he's getting a bit slow. He's always dropping stuff. So what did he drop this time? Let me guess, was it a wristwatch,
Indeed, he did drop a wristwatch. Did you pick it up around here?
Ahem. Well, actually, no, because Beatrice is the one who found it. Thing is, it was already late when she found it, so she decided to hold on to it until morning. Go to the inn and you could probably ask her for it. So there you go. Now that I've gotten your attention, could you give me a hand and solve this puzzle? Dark places really scare me, but I wanted to solve this puzzle so much I came out here for help. The puzzle's all about stars, you see. Maybe you can make sense of the thing?
Of course. I'd be happy to help you with it.
Puzzle number 46, Star in the Sky. Look, a giant star in the night sky. How many triangles can you find in the picture? Be sure to count overlapping triangles separately. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I hope I'm not missing any.
There we go.
Thank you. And good night.
Every
Puzzle has an answer.
Yep. Nah, I'm used to these puzzles. Hey, thanks so much. I can finally go home and get some sleep. And remember, Beatrice for the air is the way to find your eyes watch. Don't forget to ask her about it, okay? See you tomorrow.
Come, Luke. Let's go.
A stuffed bear. This goes to Luke, obviously, because he's a kid. I know what it's like to be that tired.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Bear. Ha 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 ha.
Just look at how expressive that bear's face is.
We're also on page 3 of the journal.
Deke pointed us in Beatrice's direction, as she was the one who actually found Gerard's lost watch. Poor Deke really was stuck when we found him. Though terrified of being out in the dark, he refused to go home until he solved the puzzle that was bothering him. I suppose we should pay Beatrice a visit.
Well, before we go... Oh, this is what your robot dog, which I named Sprocket, can do. He can find hints if you're searching for them, or find where hint coins are. Excuse me. One there, and around here. There you go. And of course, if you go to gizmos in your menu, he'll keep track of how many hint coins he's found in that manner. Set the sign.
Oh, look, Professor! I found a hidden puzzle!
And I almost forgot about the fact that puzzle 146 is different in the American version. Pet menagerie, 30 picarons. This young man is boasting about the many and varied pets he keeps. I have 10 pets, not just canaries and dogs, but tortoises and even snakes. I can't tell you how many of each animal I have, but there are 6 wings, 3 shells, and 26 legs between all of them. Can you work out how many snakes he has? Wait. Okay, 10 pets. Alright, so 3 shells means he has 3 tortoises, so it means he has 7 animals left. Tortoises have 4 legs, so that's 12 legs in total between the tortoises, which means there are 14 legs to go. There are 6 wings, which is 3 birds, so that's 4 animals to go. And birds have 2 legs, so that brings our total of number of legs down to 8. I think, yeah. 4 times 3, 12, and then 6, I'll use 8, and then 3 birds, 3. Yes, that's right. Now, 26 legs, no, 8 legs to go. There are 4 animals left. Dogs have 4 legs, snakes have none, so divide 8 by 2, and 8 by 4, and you get 2, so there are 2 dogs, which means that there must be 2 snakes.
How does this sound? Professor!
I've solved it!
Yeah, good math right there.
That was easy!
Alright, but before we do that, I forgot about 2 puzzles, actually, that I have to do. Alright. Starting off with puzzle 46 in the American version is the biggest star, which is the biggest slap in the face for anyone. I showed this to someone at college, and they couldn't believe how stupid it was. Legend 20 picarettes. Legend has it that people used to stare up at the heavens and find images of animals or important events in the constellations. Looking up at the star-filled sky here, try to connect the 5 largest objects in space to form the largest 5-pointed star possible. Make sure your line doesn't pass through another star along the way. And you connect stars by drawing a line between them. 1, 2, and then you do that. And then the stupid thing is you're supposed to know to connect it to this frickin' tree, which is complete crap. Like, no one is gonna figure that out on their first try. It's crap.
Is the key to success.
I mean, I like some of the logic, some of the BS logic, but this is no, not here. You looks like people are still finding inspiration in the stars. Like, who would think to do that? I mean, largest object in space includes the Earth, but still, it's freaking stupid. Anyway, there's also puzzle 113, the Pet Hotel. In the US version. A town not far from your home recently opened a ritzy hotel for pets. Can you guess what kind of animal is currently relaxing in room 97? Move 2 matches to form the answer on the screen below. It's a cat.
Well, here's my guess. I did it! Yes!
Ah, to be a pampered pet. Back to business. Oh, yes, there's Sprocket again. Get a coin right there. 1 right there. And 1 in this trash can.
Hello there, boys. Turning in for the night already?
Good evening, Beatrice. I heard that you found a wristwatch out by the entrance to the park.
Oh, that old thing? Does it belong to you, Professor?
Oh no, it's Gerard's. He dropped it today while wandering about and asked me to help him find it.
Why am I not surprised? That man sheds more stuff than a cat sitting by a fireplace. Alright then, here's that watch. You know, it makes sense that it belonged to Gerard. I was just thinking to myself, the Professor is far too fashionable to wear this old thing.
Thank you very much.
You got a wristwatch.
Oh yes, and just out of curiosity, you haven't seen Ramon about lately, have you?
Ramon? That skinny man with the big purple lips? No, he hasn't come by today, but you know, all for all his fancy clothing, I hear he's actually quite the layabout. He's probably off idling at the cafe. Why not go check for him there?
I see. If that's the case, I'd like to go to the cafe right away. Do you mind keeping the front door open a little longer?
Oh, don't you worry, Professor. Another guest arrived to stay the night, and I'm setting up his room. Besides, my door is always open for a dashing gentleman such as yourself.
Alright. Let's go north. Anyway. To the clock. Anyway, yeah, here's Gerard. You can give him his stuff.
Oh, so you found my watch, did you? But of course, a gentleman always helps those in distress. Speaking of which, we're still quite worried about Ramon's whereabouts and should probably return to our search now.
Yep, Saint Mystere is strange like that. Despite its size, it can be quite challenging to find people. You can feel like running around a maze. Speaking of mazes, you ever hear of this one, laddie?
But we really must be.
Puzzle number 47, on the run. A mysterious bandit is on the run and trying to escape the police who are hot on his trail. His entrance into this part of town is marked with an arrow. This particular bandit follows a peculiar creed and has vowed never to go backwards or turn around. Also, whenever he comes to a junction, he will always turn left or right. Now, as you can see from the map, this part of town has multiple exits, which are labeled A through to G. Of all the exits here, which one will the bandit never be able to pass through? Let's experiment a little. So we can't, always turns when he returns to a junction, he can't go backwards. You can do that. We can do that. We can go there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You can do that. We can do that. And he can do that. As you can see, whenever he approaches B, he has no choice but to approach it straight on. So, which means that he will never be able to enter it.
There we go.
Another puzzle solved. You're a sharp one, laddie. You know, if you're looking for someone, you should ask around at the inn or cafe. As you know, the inn is right by the entrance to the village. The cafe is right at the fork in the road, just north of here. We've already searched the inn, but checking the cafe sounds like a good idea. We'll be sure to stop by. Alright then, thanks again, you really helped me out. Think nothing of it, sir.
A cream rug. Layton already has one rug, so we should all give the second one to Luke. So here.
I think one rug should be more than sufficient.
2 rugs? What will the Professor put on his floor then?
A round rug. It's a bit modern for my tastes. Second rug, no thank you, I'm just fine with one.
Brilliant! I love how round it is!
Journal entries.
Beatrice said that Ramon frequents a small cafe in the village and that we might be able to find him there. She also gave us Gerard's lost watch. As soon as we return the watch to its owner, we can get back to our investigation in a timely manner. With Gerard's watch returned, we are finally free to return to our investigation of Ramon's disappearance. I must admit that I'm feeling a bit wary and do hope we will find him at the cafe.
Anyway, there we go. Cat and mouse, back at it again.
Professor, there's a cat here! Aww! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
Animals are very dear to you, aren't they, Luke? Well, I have just the puzzle for you then.
Puzzle number 48, cats and mice. 25 pick-a-rats. 5 cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes. With that in mind, how many cats does it take to catch 100 mice in 100 minutes? You have the same ratio. If 5 cats can catch 5 minutes in 5 minutes, that means that each of the 5 cats can catch 1 mice. Well, no. No. It takes 5 If 5 cats can catch 5 mice in 5 minutes, that also means that 5 cats can catch 10 mice in 10 minutes. Therefore, to take 100 mice in 100 minutes, then you still only need 5 cats.
I think I've got it.
Heck yes.
Professor,
I've solved it.
Yes.
Wonderful job there, Luke.
You got a painting scrap. Alright. See where this one goes. No. I could be off on some of those placements, but
I guess we'll have to see.
anyway, wait, no, I don't want to click on that. Right, we gotta get the hint coins, so let's see. There's one there, one here, and the last one is right here. Anyway, we still also have Lucy here.
Good evening, new sir. Now, what you doing? It's almost my bedtime, but I got one more puzzle for you. Want to see it?
Puzzle number 49, 1,000 times, 20 picarats. What on earth is this message getting at? The following is written on a piece of paper you picked up. Blank is 1,000 times blank blank. To turn this strange message into a proper sentence, all you need to do is fill in the blank space with a single letter of the alphabet. But what letter could it be? You must use the same letter for all 3 spaces. If it has to do with 1,000, you know the number is going to be M.
That should do it.
M is 1,000 times millimeters. Meters is 1,000 times millimeters.
And is the key to success.
How'd you like my puzzle? Good fun, right? You did such a good job. I'll tell you a secret. I heard that there's a man-eating monster in the tower, and that's why everyone stays away. I'm not silly enough to think that there's actually a monster inside, but the place is dangerous. So be careful in there, mister.
Bookcase. Actually, I gave it to the wrong person, but my instincts of who I thought would read would be smarter.
But it's a bit smaller than the one I have at home.
What's the use of a bookshelf without any books?
We'll get there eventually, my good man. Also, now that I think that we've hit... Let's let me check. Now that we've hit more than 80 hint coins, the image is now that of a sack of coins. Advance forward. Anyway. So, I might as well get the stuff now before... There's one there, one in this window, and one in... that house. Also, Marco's here.
Hey, out looking for Ramon, are you? Yep, you're definitely looking for Ramon.
Yeah, still haven't found the guy? Listen, streets here are dangerous tonight. Highly dangerous. You can't go running around the village with a kid, because that's dangerous. Highly dangerous. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to punish you for it. Doesn't with the puzzle, but you'll solve it, yeah? Of course. Puzzle number 50, number maze, 20 picarats. Try this number maze for size. Start from the center square and continue until you reach one of the goal squares, A through D. Here are the rules. You can move the number of squares written in the space you're currently on. You can move horizontally or vertically, but only in one direction per move. You must land exactly on a goal square to finish. So which goal square can you reach? Well, why don't we start looking at the goal square? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can't. Okay, so we know it can't be C because there's no way to land on it. Oopsie. A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it cannot. It's not A either. 1, 2. Okay, it could be B. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Just by examining the exits, you know it has to be A. But just for fun, why don't we try and figure out the path you need to get through the maze? No. 6, 3. That's not right either. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. It's B. So, who cares, actually? I wish well, and I want the episode to not go long.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Okay, that's the path you actually need to take. Oh, so it was to that 3. I just went the wrong... I must have counted wrong. Yeah, working it out backwards makes it obvious.
Well, looks like you solved it, alright. Of course, we all knew a brain box like you would solve it. Looking for the cafe, it's right there. Well, it's way past that kid's bedtime, you know, way past. Besides, the tower can start making noise again at any time. Trust me on this one, Professor. Get back to the inn, yeah? Yeah, back to the inn.
Atik Bureau. I believe that one goes to Luke. Actually, no, it goes to Layton. My bad.
These straws just the perfect size for me.
This is well made. Have I got anything to put on here?
Anyway, into the cafe we go. Alright, one here, and then there's another one in this blue picture, and then on this cabinet. Alright. Let's talk to this dude.
Oh there, I've never seen your face in here before. What'll it be, pal? Oh, I'm not ordering anything. I just came by to inquire about a certain matter. Herb's not here for the special then, huh? Well, what do you want to know? No one has seen or heard from Ramon, the servant at Reinhold Manor, since this afternoon. We've looked around everywhere to no avail. It's like he just vanished from St. Mystere. While talking with Crouton earlier, he mentioned a strange old man who is said to lurk around the village. Do you perchance know anything about such an individual? An old man? Oh, right, that old rumor. So you have heard of him before. If you have any information, anything at all, please share it with us. You're not from around here, are you? The thing is, I can't have you spreading wild rumors about St. Mystere to the outside world now, can I? Of course, if you're a puzzle lover, then maybe, just maybe I can find it in me to trust you.
You need to have solved 30 puzzles, yes.
I see you've solved 30 puzzles. Alright then, here's an earful for you. I know a fellow who swears down that he saw a strange old geezer skittering about the village. The fellow I know is Prosciutto. He's a wee one, but he's got the appetite of a wolf. Do you know where we might find this prosciutto?
Probably in your local deli, but besides the point.
Can't say for sure, but at this hour, well, he's probably at home snacking on something. His house is on the road that winds up north from here. Why don't you go and pay that walking fridge a visit?
Thank you very much. Anyway, that'll be the subject of our next episode, but before we do...
Oh, fancy meeting you here. I've got the really tough puzzle right now. It's got it cracked in a coconut.
And before I do that, actually, almost forgot. Puzzle number 50 has a American exclusive as well. Puzzle number 50, OTTF. Here you have a small set of paper cards. On each card is a single letter, but one of the cards is missing its letter. What letter belongs on the blank card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The letter is F. Each letter corresponds to a single number.
Luke,
Here's my answer.
Critical
Thinking is the key to success.
Yeah, pretty easy. Anyway.
And who knows, it might even have something to do with the case you're investigating. So what do you say? Have a fellow detective out, will you, brother? That's all very interesting, but I do believe there's been a mistake here. I'm no detective, you see. Say no more, undercover and all that, yes? Well, very well, but I know a fellow sleuth when I see one. Us being in the same trade and all, I suppose it couldn't hurt if I let you have a look at this puzzle.
Puzzle number 51, the town barbers. 10 pick-a-rats. A certain town has only 2 barbers in it. There aren't any other towns nearby, so everyone who lives there gets their hair cut by one of these 2 barbers. Looking at these 2 fine gentlemen, which one should you go to for a haircut? A.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Everyone in this town gets their hair cut by one of the 2 barbers. This includes the 2 barbers themselves, because people don't usually cut their own hair. The style of the butchered haircut is probably the more skilled of the 2.
Oh, you've done it. You solved that monster of a riddle. That's really astounding, even I couldn't do it. Oh, it wasn't that difficult. But on a more pressing note, have you heard from Ramon lately? What's that you say, good sir? You want to solve more puzzles? Alright, then here's a gem of a tip. Go visit Granny Riddleton's shack. That's all I can say. My detective's instinct tells me that another case is developing as we speak. Perhaps I'll see you again tomorrow.
You got a painting scrap and some useless information because we already know that. Alright, we're just about ready to end, but I got a couple things to read off.
The cafe owner, Crumb, was extremely helpful. He told us where we can find a man who had a run-in with the aged kidnapper. This witness lives just north of the cafe. I hope against hope that Ramon is merely off somewhere napping, but I have a dreadful feeling that the worst has happened. In any case, I must talk to this prosciutto.
Painting. That's better. Before we do anything else, this bottle has our final puzzle of the episode.
Professor, there's a puzzle hidden over here.
Puzzle number 106. How many glasses? Top row of the picture shown below, you have 3 glasses of juice followed by 3 empty glasses. Your objective is to change things around so the glasses are arranged as shown in the bottom row of the picture. Assuming you can only move 1 glass at a time, the glass can be put down again anywhere other than on the shelf, and all rearranging has to be done by hand. How many glasses do we have to pick up? The answer? Just 1.
Well,
Here's my guess.
Layton's a
And
friend.
saves the day.
That's right. Pour the contents of the second glass into the 4th glass and then return to its original position as shown above. This way the puzzle can be completed in 1 move.
Easy, let's go and find more puzzles.
Alright, that should do it for the episode for today, because I like to split the chapters up when they're long. So, next time on Professor Layton in the Curious Village, we're gonna find Prosciutto and see what he has to say, and see if we can find Ramon. See you guys then.